Now we will learn about multiple representations of polar coordinates. Now, if you think about rectangular coordinate system, it's something like this, right? You will have an x value, like you can think of any x value. I will take 3 and say 4. X is 3 and y is 4. So there will be a point formed over here at 3, comma 4. Okay? The x coordinate is 3 and y coordinate is 4. Now this point is unique. What do I mean by unique is there is no other way to reach this point other than 3 comma 4. That means whenever you are being given a coordinate of 3 comma 4, this is unique coordinate system, and this point can only be reached by these coordinates. So now, but in a polar grid, if I have this point, let's take a easy point, say at 90 degrees, okay, and 1 radius is 1. To reach this point, the obvious way we choose is 90 degree and 1. So it will be 1 comma 90 degrees. But there are other coordinates also which will make you land to this point. That is the opposite angle, right? From here to here, you can take the opposite angle, that is minus 270 degrees, and if the radius is 1, you will again reach the same point. What about the other way? Now you can reach the other side, this side as well, right? So take 90 degrees, minus 90 degrees and minus 1. What is going to happen? See, from here to here, it's minus 90 and minus 1 that will reach you to the same point over here. And lastly, if you take positive 270 degrees, but minus 1, then again you're going to reach at the same particular point. So there are total 4 different ways to represent one single point in a polar grid. Whereas in rectangular coordinate system, the points are unique. In the polar grid, 4 different coordinates can be representing the same point. So now this is the thing. Let's see over here. This is the question given to you. They have told this point T within this limit, that is from 360 minus 360 degrees to 360. You need to find it. Find different coordinates for this. The first one is directly to measure. How? From here to here is 135 degrees, and the radius is in the fourth circle. That is 1, 2, 3, 4. The distance is 4 and 135 degree, which is very basic. Now let's consider this as r and this as theta. And then what you can do is you can subtract 360 degrees from it. So if you subtract 135 minus 360 will give you minus 225, which is within this range, isn't it? So now what happens is minus 225 means something like this, and you're coming to the same point. So at 4 distance. R is 4 minus 225. Another way is to replace this R by minus R and adding and subtracting 180 to theta. So if you add 180, it is 315. So what it means is you have to come over here 315 and take minus 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 minus. That's the thing. And R over here, again, when you subtract, you're going to get minus 45. That is basically this line over here. So, and you will reach minus 4 at the same point. So this is how we can solve it. It's very simple and straightforward. If you're not understanding the points in the exam, if they have just given this coordinate point, don't worry, just draw a simple graph for your understanding and figure out the points by the graph. It's very easy. You will have this particular angle 2 times. So this particular angle 2 times over here, sorry, not this angle, I mean this line. Okay, what I mean is this line, you have to come at this angle 2 times, that is like this and like this. Okay, so this 135 and minus 225, this particular line, and the opposite line over here 2 times, from here and from here, but the radius will be minus. So it's very easy to understand this. Now I would encourage you to pause the video. Just pause it for a minute. Try to solve it by yourself. There is no figure given. Try to do the figure by yourself. Pause it and then we can look into the answer. I would encourage all of you, just pause it for now and then take a minute or so. Try to find it and then we will solve it together. I hope you try to solve it by yourself. Now we will solve it together over here. Um, this is an optional part where you can draw the graph. It's better to draw the graph because it's very easy. 240 degrees. Where does it come? Approximate is enough. It's over 225 but less than 270. So somewhere over here. The radii, the distance is 5. So the outer radii means the distance as well, and the radii, it's the same thing. So the outermost circle of the radius 5. See the circle with the radius 5. That's over here. Now, there are three other coordinates, right? First one is very easy. Just subtract 360 over here, you will get it. Over here, sorry, you need to, this angle theta minus 360, yes. Okay, just count. Yes, it's 120. Absolutely. So it's 5, comma 120. This is fine. Now, what it means is you can either go 240 from this side or minus 120 from here, and you will reach the same point, 5 and 5. But now over here, since this point is more than 180 degrees, there is a little bit of problem. So you can see this is more than 180. You can solve this. Subtracting 180 is fine. It will give you the same answer. So it will be giving you the correct answer. Sorry. Replace r with minus r, that is minus 5, and subtract 180. So what happens? When you subtract 180, you'll get 60. So that means if you take 60 degrees somewhere over here, then if you go opposite direction, minus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you will reach this point. Okay, that is one thing. That is fine. What about adding 180? If you add 180, you're going to get 420. So this is not within this range. So what you can do is, instead of that, so now you got this, one of the value will be within the range. So 360, right? Sorry, 60 degrees, right? Find the quarter middle of 60. So this is positive 60. Here it'll be minus 300. So the answer would be minus 5, comma minus 300 would give you this answer. Okay, this happens because it's over 180 degree. So what you can do is you can subtract 180. That's fine. Okay, you will easily get the answer. But then don't go to add, because why? 420 is correct. When you do 420, what does it mean? It means 360 is over here plus 60 degrees. So it's correct. 420 means it's 60 degrees itself. So it's absolutely right. It's not wrong. But the thing is, the limit is limited to minus 360 to positive 360. So what do? We find the quarter middle of 60, you'll get minus 300. That's how we can get the answer. So if you have the graph, it's very easy to understand. Look over here, you can easily figure out the 4 different coordinates. In this case, one is already given, so you have to only figure out the other 3 coordinates.